Hello, welcome. This is Moscow, and we will be starting very shortly. Okay, let's get this party started. So, we are right now in the Acrocorinth in Corinth, Greece. We are going to be heading to Argos to find and talk to Hippocrates of the father of medicine, Hippocratic Oath. That Hippocrates, who's should be at his clinic down here someplace. How is everybody doing this evening? How's everyone doing this evening?
Move!
No, no!
Doing okay is far preferable to doing not okay.
on my guard. That's Hippocrates' clinic.
There appears to be a bit of a line. Of course, we've already established we don't wait in lines.
Apollo himself should... Look, you insignificant peon. Tell me where he is, or by Ira, I'll burn this clinic to the ground with you in it.
I already told you what I know.
I don't ask much. Hippocrates must show humility to ensure public order. Prostrate himself before the gods and declare that his skills are gods given.
But that won't help his patients. It'll just take him away from his work.
If Hippocrates thinks he can disrupt social order to make himself into a demigod of healing, well, perhaps the gods themselves will have their revenge.
She's properly charming.
Back away from the boy, slowly.
Who dares threaten the priestess of Ira?
Me. Now, step back.
It seems the gods wish me to grant you and your master another chance. Very well. Tell Hippocrates that if he doesn't make a public show of respect to the gods, I will raise an army of believers against him. If the doctor can't think of a suitable offering, his head will do.
Oh, thank all the gods she's gone. I thought she was going to kill me this time.
What's going on?
I am Sostratos. Chrysis has accused my master Hippocrates of impiety.
Is he impious?
He believes that beyond praying, people can take their health into their own hands and make themselves well.
Fascinating. Can I speak with him?
I'm sorry, he isn't here.
I need to meet Hippocrates. Is he in Argolis, at least?
Yes, but he's gone southeast of Hera's watch to help the sick and injured.
Is this his workshop?
It's Hippocrates' clinic. Here we study healing, offer treatments, and provide care to anyone who asks.
Why not work with the priests in the sanctuary of Asclepios? It's what this region is known for, right?
The priests try their best, but their methods are stuck in the past. Hippocrates is researching new cures and treatments.
Asclepios was the patron god of healing. At this time, generally, if you wanted to get medical treatment, you would go to the priests or priestesses of Asclepios, and they would offer treatment that was motivated around an assumption that your ailment was a result of something, the god's disfavor or something similar.
I'll find him.
If you're going to meet Hippocrates, could I trouble you with a small errand?
Depends what it is.
I want you to bring him some equipment. He was in such a hurry, he left it behind.
What kind of equipment?
Just medical necessities. Knives and gut for sutures, bandages. Oh, and an enema bag for clearing the bowels.
That had better be properly wrapped. I could bring that to Hippocrates.
Really?
I'll be sure he gets the equipment.
You have my thanks.
How will I know when I've found Hippocrates?
Follow the road southeast of Hera's watch to the cave of Pan. he won't have set up far from it. Look for a long line of sick people. He's balding, but I wouldn't mention that if I were you.
So, Hippocrates was
So many
born
sick people. Can one man help all of them?
in approximately 460 BCE, so he would be about 30 or in his early 30s, depending upon what year exactly
Let's ride.
this part of the game is. And the game spans events that take place over a number of years, starting in 431 and going into the low 420s.
I thought they were exaggerating when they said people from all around came to see Hippocrates.
So, what has caused this man's condition?
An excess of phlegm, Doctor.
In the immediate sense, yes. But more importantly, he suffers from neglect.
Neglect?
Good food, warm clothing, so much could have helped. But since other caretakers assumed his condition was a punishment from the gods, they neglected him.
Challenging tradition. You must be Hippocrates.
Yes, I'm also very busy.
This will only take a moment. I won't keep you away from your patients. And your students?
Observation, experience, and experimentation are crucial for treatment. My followers are learning that.
I've come from your clinic in Argos. So Stratos asked me to give you this.
I knew I forgot some things. Sostratos is a good physician, but a better apprentice there is none. Did you ask him to pay you for this delivery?
No. I knew this would help you and your patients. That's good enough for me.
Quite admirable. What did you say your name was?
Cassandra of Sparta.
Well met, Cassandra of Sparta. What do you need?
I've been searching for a Spartan woman.
What makes you think I would know her?
I was told you may have helped her a long time ago.
Maybe the priests at the sanctuary of Asclepios can help. They keep detailed records of all who passed through.
Please, Hippocrates, I came very far to meet you.
As did this patient, and the one before him, and the one before her. My patients need me, but my notes on diseases of the mind were taken. Retrieve them, and I will help you find what you seek. Hurry, this patient doesn't have much time left.
Yeah, we're not going to go there.
Where should I look for your notes?
For Tyrins, not far from here. Perhaps they'll return them if you ask.
Or they could prepare for a new battle. With me.
Far be it for me to tell Amistios how to work, but please, for my sake, do not kill needlessly. Enough blood has been shed in this war.
Did Chrysis take your notes?
Ah, you've met the priestess. No, not her, but the local military commander. I can't fault his desperation. Those men suffer terribly from battle fatigue.
Battle fatigue, what we would now consider post-traumatic stress.
She would have come here a long time ago with an injured baby. Are you sure she would have passed through the sanctuary of Asclepios?
I was a young man then. When I encountered a situation beyond my skills, I would send the patient to the sanctuary.
And these priests keep records of their patients?
Yes, engraved in stone. The elder priest might remember.
What was so interesting about these notes?
They were my notes about diseases of the mind, including what the priests call the sacred disease. That's what this patient has. He's losing control of his limbs and throat, sometimes frothing at the mouth. I fear his breathing will stop next.
According to Sostratos, you don't like people mentioning your... you know,
My what?
your hair. Or lack of it.
Yes, yes. Make your jokes while walking around like one of Phidias' sculptures come to life.
I tried to skip that. Apparently it didn't want to. Oh well.
I'll do my best with what you've told me.
Good luck. We're depending on you.
Vina se parvin tutto.
Well, so, records at this time could be kept in a number of different ways. They might be carved in stone or clay tablets. They might be written on parchment or on papyrus. They might be
Let's go.
painted onto something, whether wood or stone or what have you. So Fort Tyrens was, well, I'm not sure, it may still exist as ruins, was one of the what was known as Cyclopean
Lucretius's notes are well
forts.
guarded. Why?
They had been built centuries and centuries before the game is set, during Mycenaean or Greece, and it was widely believed by this time, the 5th century BCE, that the only way that they possibly could have been built was by the Cyclops, or by Cyclopses, because they were built with little or no mortar between the stones, and were very closely cut, with little gaps. So there was a period of time between when they were built, which was also around the time when the historical events upon which the Iliad and Odyssey were based, the Trojan War and what have you. There's a period of time between then and now, within the context of the game, called the Greek Dark Ages, which was part of the a significant collapse of civilization all throughout the Mediterranean.
The mighty Tyrens. Built by the Cyclopses. Or so the legend goes. Best stay out of sight.
Now, how that guy there didn't just see us, I have no idea. Not that I'm gonna object.
You there!
What are you doing here?
Hippocrates sent me. Your commander stole his notes, and I think you have them.
The ones written by the great Hippocrates himself. I'm sorry. They were burned in the last attack.
What?
You heard me. The medical tent was burned. At least I memorized the notes before we lost them. I'll transcribe them when I have time, or when the war subsides.
Then you'll have to come with me. A patient Hippocrates is treating will die without your help.
I have a patient right here who needs my help.
Can't someone else take care of this one?
I'm the only doctor here. Now let me work.
I'll wait here for you to finish. If I leave, what's stopping you from running away?
Thinking like a mercenary. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. Then make yourself useful and bring me my bone forceps. Some idiot or another's always borrowing them.
Then you'll come treat Hippocrates' patient?
You have my word.
I'll go get your bone forceps.
Oh, let's see. Can we get there without being seen? I mean, no. Because it would be kind of bad form to just butcher our way through the fortress.
Forceps should be in there. Once I deliver these, we can get back to Hippocrates. These are the forceps he wanted.
Oh, what now?
Is this it?
You aren't a half-bad assistant. When I'm done with the surgery, I'll be honored to help Hippocrates. Might be limping for a while, but Apollo willing, they'll make a full recovery.
I'll meet you there. Don't be late.
What? Interesting. Is someone there?
No, of course not. There's nobody here.
bride!
Πάψε, συλλέγω.
Hippocrates, how's your patient?
You were gone so long, he didn't survive.
I'm sorry, Hippocrates. We took more time because these measles helped me save my own patient.
Sometimes science requires tough decisions.
If we're finished here, I'll take some time and write down what I remember of your notes, Hippocrates.
I'll go see the priest for more information about my mother.
Come with me. You've had a busy day. The importance of diet to maintaining one's health cannot be overstated.
What good can one apple really do?
Well, taken daily, they can keep the doctor away. But to more serious matters. I know why you're here. You're looking for your mother.
You remember her?
I was young then. I didn't know how to help. I turned her away. But her look of determination and despair was burned into my mind. It has never left me, and it never will. After, I swore to Apollo that I wouldn't turn away another patient, that I'd dedicate my life to the cause. She made an impression on me. Your brave mother did.
She would be happy to know that.
I sent your mother to the sanctuary of Asclepios. Tell the elder priest a treatment for the sacred disease will soon be available to any patient who needs it. Then he may talk to you.
Thank you for everything, Hippocrates. I'll go see him now.
So, when he's talking about the sacred disease, what he's talking about is epilepsy.
Come on.
Which, until Hippocrates was working on things, there was no treatment for it.
Let's go. The Sanctuary of Asclepios, god of medicine. I'd rather trust a physician than a god to heal me. He's over there.
So there's one priest,
There he is.
there's another priest,
I need to talk to him.
there's a third one.
Filthy, disgusting creatures! If you're here for your purification bath, you'll have to come back another time.
I'm here for information.
In that case, you can go straight to Hades.
I need to know about a Spartan woman who came through here many years ago.
Did that eagle of yours shit in your ears? I'm under strict orders not to talk to any mercenaries. Especially not about Spartan women or injured babies.
I never mentioned the baby.
Think you're so smart? Many women pass through with babies. Now leave me. I have my own problems to deal with.
Maybe I can help you.
Snakes!
Snakes.
They're everywhere! Must have escaped from the Tholos. We keep them for treatments, but they invaded the bathhouse.
The snakes killed someone?
A patient was purifying himself when they slithered in. Turns out he's terrified of snakes. Fell over dead. Now the snakes have made him their home.
What if I took care of your snake problem? Would you talk to me then?
Oh, most definitely. The purification bath is crucial in the path towards healing.
What does taking a bath have to do with healing the sick?
Asclepios only visits the dreams of the pure. When the sick arrive, they offer sacrifice, cleanse their bodies in the bathhouse. Only then do we let them rest in the Abaddon, where Asclepios appears and heals them.
How did all these snakes get loose? And why are there so many at the sanctuary?
Blame Dorios! He's supposed to keep them in the Tholos. Patients with afflictions of the mind are healed by the snakes. Their tongues are like kisses from the gods.
Right.
I'll clear out these snakes in no time. Icarus could use a good feast.
Try not to kill them. Dorios will be furious if you sacred snakes get chopped to bits.
Then how am I supposed to deal with them?
Snakes are drawn to the bath's heat. Flood them with cold water, and they'll slither back to their hole. There's an underground pipe that may help you.
I'll take care of your snake problem. Then, you'll tell me what I need to know. Nighttime. Good.
Well, we'll try and be nice and not kill the snakes. I have a fair amount of respect for snakes in real life. Growing up in Florida, there are enough of them that, you know, you see them, you go a different way. Leave them alone. But in this game, they are irritating as all get out.
Pipe. Opening it should flood the bath and get rid of the snakes.
Because they are treated as a trap rather than an enemy. And when they do damage to you, they take away like a third of your health, no matter what resistances you have. So most of your ways of dealing with them, or preventing damage or whatever, you basically just have to notice them and kill them before they can attack you, which can get really, really tricky when you're exploring dark tombs, which is where they tend to show up.
And? Is the bathhouse free of snakes?
I flooded the bathhouse with cold water.
Good riddance!
Well,
Well, what?
I took care of the snakes. Now you're going to tell me about the Spartan woman and the baby.
I actually don't know anything. It was before my time. The man who does know is Mivan, but he won't tell you. He won't tell anyone anything.
I like your snakes. At least I got a name. Mithon.
Go. So that would be a statue of Asclepios. many physicians in the time of Hippocrates wore their hair and facial hair in the pattern of either Asclepios or Zeus, which is to say, a full beard. So it's actually something where scholars have some degree of difficulty figuring out whether busts that are at least nominally of Hippocrates, whether they are actually of Hippocrates or whether they are modified versions originally of Asclepios or Zeus.
Please help our daughter.
Same sickness as the rest. This is very troubling. May Asclepios spare her from suffering.
Will she live?
Not unless the gods heed our prayers. Many sick Athenians have arrived in our Argolis recently, and very few have left. This poor girl has the same sickness.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I was warned of the Eagle Bearer. Wants nothing but drachmi for blood, I was told.
We're wasting time, priest. We can discuss what I want when this sick girl's needs are taken care of.
Her illness seems to have no cure, and it's spreading. Our sacrifices have done little to draw the attention of the gods. Pigs, goats, all have fallen on deaf ears. We need a beast whose blood will ignite these flames for Asclepios to see.
What did you have in mind?
There is a rumor of a bull with skin as white as snow roaming the sanctuary outskirts. Head west of here, towards the coast. Bring it to me alive, and we'll offer a sacrifice the gods cannot ignore. I'm touched you will help these people, but I know why you're really here. Chrysis made all priests swear oaths to seal our lips in the face of the eagle-bearing Mystios, or forfeit our lives. But I serve the gods and the sick. My oaths are to them.
Chrysis is really a piece of work in this game. She's also actually a historical figure, although one I don't remember all that much about across the top of my head, so...
The outskirts are vast. Can you be more specific about the location of the bull?
Last I heard, it was grazing on Mount Coryphon, near the Assini ruins.
If you're just going to slit its throat, why do you need the bull alive?
But we're not just going to slit its throat. First, we pour water on its head. If it nods, we may proceed. Gods, mortals, and animals, all must be willing participants in a sacrifice, or it is impure. To save this many people, we will need the beast's blood, bones, and fat.
Tell me about Chrysis. She has everyone terrified.
We taught her everything we knew about healing, about the gods. Then she found new teachers, people in masks. They changed her, turned her heart black. They became her gods.
People in masks. Oh, like a certain masked cult of Cosmos.
I'll find this bull for you.
So it's going to be somewhere up in here.
The white bull. Am I too late? Let's go. I should try to stay out of sight.
And a lion, for good measure.
Use your weapon.
Of course, if the lion wants to fight the bandits, I'm not going to object. Yeah, my money was on the lion. Lions actually were did live in Greece during antiquity, though they were eventually hunted to extinction. Prisoner, another prisoner. Where is that? Ancient tablet. There it is. That bull looks kind of
Doesn't
dead.
look like he died willingly. I'll take his heart for the sacrifice. It'll have to do.
Oh, not the best feeling.
His heart is enough. If they want the whole bull, they can come get it themselves.
So ancient tablets you can use to upgrade the Adrestia. Not hugely relevant to me since I've already fully upgraded it, but that's what they're for.
Giddy up. Off we go now.
Please help our daughter.
Same sickness as the rest. This is very troubling.
I'm losing my patience.
Did you find the white bull?
I couldn't bring it back alive. But I did manage to collect its heart.
This won't be enough to please Asclepios. The beast died unwillingly, and with just the heart, we'll only be able to pray for one life.
Please, Mythios. The white bull you killed was mine. My farm feeds half of our lease. If I die, people will starve.
I beg you! My husband was killed by this sickness. I have 2 small children. Who will take care of them if I die? I am wealthy and will pay you for this blessing.
It's okay. Give the sacrifice to them.
You did this. You choose whose prayers get heard by the gods.
Well, I'm inclined to go for the farmer since the bull was his and since he feeds such a large percentage of the city. Strong opinion, folks? Okay, well, we'll go with the farmer then.
Pray for the farmer. The bull was his. Its sacrifice will help feed the people of Argolis.
Thank you, Misthios.
Very well. The rest is in the hands of the gods.
I did my part, priest.
The Spartan woman you're after.
You've met her?
Her visit to the sanctuary is legendary, but sadly, it was before my time. The man you want is Nidon, the elder priest. He spoke of her often. That is, before he cut out his tongue.
Cut out his tongue?
When he's not healing the sick, he's in the guest house. Spends a lot of time being tended to by the servants.
Thank you. I won't forget you helped me.
And these people won't forget you helped them.
Well, we can talk to this fellow, see if he's got any more information.
Greetings, young one. Come to offer Asclepios a sacrifice?
No. But I'm searching for a Spartan mother who may have.
The great goddess Ira guides many mothers to the sacred place. Surely I'm too feeble to remember them all.
What are these stone slabs for?
These are records. We document all who pass through, their illnesses, treatments, so that the glory of Asclepios can be celebrated.
Then I don't need your memory. I just need to find the right stone.
Yes, of course. That's very wise indeed. If only I had the time to help you.
Listen, I'm not here to hurt you. I'm just looking for my mother.
It's Chrysis. She's got every priest in the sanctuary under her thumb, and she'll squash anyone who feeds information to the Eagle Bearer.
Then don't tell me anything. Just bring me to the stone that can.
Follow me then. Quickly. We must be discreet.
Lead the way.
This way. Over here. If anyone is watching, they'll have my head.
What kind of sanctuary isn't safe for its priests?
Times have changed, Eagle Bearer. I remember this tale. Written during the time of the great Elod Revolt. You would have been only a child.
I don't need the history, just the details.
It tells the tale of a woman with worms in her throat. Asclepios took off her head so we could remove them, then reattached it in her sleep.
Definitely not the right one. I wonder what Hippocrates would think of these treatments.
Hippocrates is a fine healer. Showed so much promise.
Showed? He's healing the sick right now.
He puts too much faith in his hands, and not enough in the gods.
When it comes to life and death, I prefer hands. Are all the testimonies so outrageous?
Writers today, Thucydides, Euripides, the petulant Aristophanes, all of them try for realism. But what really inspires is greatness, magic, gods. This one tells the tale of a man with sword wounds. A pack of dogs licked him clean, and Eureka! A man's best friend indeed.
This is hopeless.
These stories give people hope, Eagle Bearer.
Well, I'm losing mine. Tell me about Chrysis.
A very powerful, dangerous woman. But it was not always so. She was abandoned here as a child and taken in by the priests. Taught the ways of the gods. She learned very quickly. Was very strong-willed. And before too long, it was the priests who listened to her. She was loved. But there's an anger in her heart that could not be soothed. So, when her methods turned to madness, anyone who opposed her got...
Got what?
I've already said too much.
And what about this one? Let me guess. It tells the tale of a blind woman who had her eyes licked by snakes.
It reads of Sparta. Came here with child. Sought pity from the gods.
Why is most of it scratched out?
Oh, I'll just tell you. I know this one by heart. The Spartan woman arrived filthy and bleeding from her travels. We cared for her, gave her food, a bath, and she left. Where she went, I do not know. The child could not be saved.
Who does know where she went?
We've been spotted. Meet me later, near the olive tree of Heracles, at the entrance of the sanctuary. I may have something for you.
And what do we have here? A priest and a mercenary out for a friendly stroll?
May the gods be with you, Plistos. I was just on my way to the archives when this Misthios bumped into me.
Is that so? And what were you both chatting about so fervently, might I ask?
The good priest here was teaching me how to heal sword wounds.
Yes, sword wounds.
Oh, really? And what is the treatment for sword wounds, according to Timoxenos here?
Dogs.
What about them?
You use dogs to lick the wounds clean.
Very good. Don't give away all our tricks, Timoxenos. Who will bring offerings to the gods when our patients learn to heal themselves?
No, of course not. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have matters to attend to.
You have your treatment, Misthios. Now please, leave the sanctuary.
Yeah, I would pass on that particular treatment. Also, which mercenary is that? Well, given her details there, she might be a worthy addition to our crew. Just knock the dog down. Don't kill
My
it.
ship needs sailors like you. Join us.
And let's see. The olive tree of Heracles. which we passed on the way in. There it is, over there.
That old priest, hiding by the tree. Tree of Heracles. I'm not sure if it's loved more for its legend or its olives. Now, where is that priest?
I thank you for your discretion, Eagle Bearer. Chrysis has many eyes and ears throughout the sanctuary.
What else can you tell me about the Spartan woman and child?
The woman left the child's blanket behind. We tried to return it, but it was too painful a memory for her.
Where did she go? What happened to the child?
So, Chrysis was right. You knew the rules, Timoxenos. You will suffer her wrath.
Plistos, please!
Get behind me, priest. I'll deal with these two.
No cut the last nor given!
How did you do that?
Yeah, that got us dangerously low on health. Actually, kind of surprised it didn't kill us. So, time to head to the guest house and talk to the priest who cut his tongue out. Also, that indicator over there's just gonna bug me.
I should try to stay out of sight.
You looking for trouble?
Let's see, is there a way to get in there without... I suspect I'm just gonna have to kill the guards.
What's that noise?
Something's going on. What the fuck?
Now that's a moniker. Mona the Grotesque?
Guards! They're dead. And you must be Midon.
He doesn't speak.
So I've heard. I'm here to find out why.
Chrysis did this to him.
I thought he did this to himself.
To prove his loyalty to her.
Now, why would Chrysis want an elder priest to cut out his tongue?
Midon is a caring, generous man.
I want answers from him, not you. Tell me about the Spartan woman and her baby.
He can only answer yes or no.
Do all sanctuary priests take their servants to bed?
I am not his servant. We share a sacred bond.
Sacred. Right. Did she tell you where she was going? They said she had a baby with her. Was it hers?
The baby was close to death when they arrived. Midon prayed for its life.
You saved the child. No.
He did everything he could, but the baby was badly wounded.
The Spartan woman, was her name Mirini? I know why Chrysis made you cut out your tongue. The night my mater brought my brother here, you and your priests left him for dead. And Chrysis didn't like you telling the story.
That's not what happened!
What do you know? You're too young to have been there.
He told me the story many times before that witch stole his voice. He tried to save the baby, did everything he could. I don't believe you. Dead. How can my baby be dead?
I don't know what to tell you. You were lucky he survived as long as he did. That fall was devastating.
My baby! My baby!
Listen, there's nothing we can do for you anymore. You'd best be on your way. Praise Hera.
They're gone. They're both gone. He wept for that Spartan woman so far from home. Her baby barely recognizable, hardly breathing.
Tell me, please. I need to know.
Not even Apollo could save the child. Midon told me how the Spartan woman wept, held the baby in her arms, sang to him, before finally leaving him to the gods.
Chrysis took the baby, didn't she? And she made you cut out your tongue to hide the truth. Where is Chrysis?
There is an altar, where people offer their sick babies to be healed. This is where she took the child. Find it near the statue of Apollo Maleatas, and you'll find Chrysis.
People come to this sanctuary to heal. But I come here and find people dying without hope, priests without tongues, and babies left with an insane woman. My mother was a fool to trust any of you. I'm going to find Chrysis, and she's going to pay for what she's done.
Hush, my child. May Ira bless our sacred family.
Charming woman. Also a historical figure, although one that was not anywhere near as much the monster as she's made out to be in this game.
Chrysis is the key to finding my mother. I must find this altar of Apollo Maleatas.
Just ignore the body in the corner, right? Totally can't see it. I suppose there's one more chest to leave before we leave.
There's the statue. There's the altar of Apollo Maleatas. A warning. Must be getting close.
There's a baby crying. Also, just to be clear, that the dead eagle is not Icarus, who is fine. Well, if they're cult soldiers, then we're definitely in the right place.
Killing seems to run in your bloodline, almighty eagle bearer.
Don't you dare speak of my family, Snake.
I still remember the night your mother brought me my child. The sad, pathetic thing, crying in the rain. Had I known then that Myrrine had 2 children. But here you are. My family is complete.
You let my mother believe her baby was dead.
But he was. Oh, how she wept when his little heart stopped beating. But then I took care of him. Placed him on this very altar. Screamed for the gods to spare his life. And they listened.
What did you do with my brother?
I saved his life. By teaching him to suffer. To know pain so well that he would learn to welcome it like an old friend. And now he will teach all of the Greek world to know that pain.
You tortured him? He was just a baby!
I taught him to survive. This world is cruel. It demands strength or death. So I gave him strength.
Where did my mother go that night?
That weakling crawled to the hills of Corinth. The monger was supposed to deliver her back to me, but she can't hide forever. She will give us more children.
I'll run my spear through your throat for the pain you've caused.
This world is pain. I gave Demos strength to cope. Your mother was a weakling who whined to the gods like a pig on an altar. I am more a mother to her child than she will ever be. I can be a mother to you too, Eagle Bearer.
This goes beyond my family. You and your cult are going to destroy the Greek world. You bring nothing but suffering.
You talk of suffering, and yet you come drenched in blood and threaten my life. You are a killer, just like your brother. Here, let me show you.
My child!
This baby's yours?
He was dying. Chrysis had me bring a gift to Ira so that he might be protected.
Chrysis lit the temple on fire with the boy and me inside.
Chrysis is a servant of Ira. She does what needs to be done.
What needs to be done? She left your baby to burn alive.
And you saved him. God's bless you, Eagle Bearer. Sleep now, sweet child. Mater is here.
Mater has screwed up priorities.
Chrysis' reign of terror must end. If what Chrysis said was true, Myrrine believes my brother died long ago. I can't let Chrysis walk free. I'll kill that Malaka.
Chrysis is somewhere in Argolis, like, I don't know. I totally don't happen to know exactly where she ran away to. Blessed with clairvoyance, but Athena. Or maybe, you know, I've just played the game before. You know, I kind of prefer the clairvoyance from Artemis explanation myself. It sounds more mysterious and impressive. Or not Artemis, Athena. I mean, either way. Athena, goddess of war and wisdom.
Kratos, please help, I'll do anything. Please help me.
Calm down. Tell me what happened.
Raiders in the forest. My husband, he tried to fight them off.
I think the particular face that the civilian here has being the same as the mother whose baby we rescued, I think that's pure coincidence, because I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be the same character. I think it's procedurally generated, but there are only so many faces that this game has.
Did you say the forest? I thought the forests of Argos are safe.
They stole our food, our horse. They wanted to take me. All I can hear is their awful laughing. Such a horrible noise.
Laughing? And the whole group ambushed you for one horse?
Yes.
If your husband is facing the bandits alone, he won't have long to live.
Please, I have a child. You have to help us.
I will find your husband and the bandits.
That has the distinct look of a dead body.
After you saved that child I knew, can't help but do the right thing, can you?
Chrysis? You killed this man just to set a trap?
It's an honor to give your life to Ira's greatest priestess. He died willingly. With him gone, I have room for one more on my council. It isn't too late to join us.
This stops now, Chrysis! Today you die for what you did to my family. I will avenge my brother!
Very well. If you wish to be an agent of chaos, if you wish to be a killer, then kill, child. You could have joined us, messenger. We could have ruled the world together. That's all, child.
You fucking snake! I will not stop until every last cultist has met my spear. You will be erased from history. I will erase you. This is for my mother and every family you destroyed.
And nothing of value was lost. So that wraps the Argos questline. First, do no harm with Hippocrates. Of course, we'll see Hippocrates more throughout the game, but I think the immediate piece of business to do is to do the synchronization points here at Ira's Watch, and in Argos itself we can take care of this of Midas, the cultist who's in downtown Argos, and then from there we can move on to either to this quest line, or we can go and start the Daughters of Artemis quest line, which is a fun one to do. Sends us after a variety of possibly mythical, but certainly very large animal bosses scattered across Greece. Would not be doing all of that, obviously, but would be doing some of it, the beginning of it. So I am open to requests as far as which direction we go with that. What do people think? Shall we go after pirate hospitality, or shall we go after various and sundry vaguely mythical beasts?
Off we go now. Come on.
I think the question is, are we going and doing side quests or continuing on the search for Merini? Okay, so side quests it is. Well, the first thing that we can do is take care of that particular cultist.
Move on!
Which will require us to also take care of his bodyguards.
You'd better get out of here!
Oh dear.
That shit's for you!
You'll die painfully! Get back here!
helps if I actually have the powers that I need set up.
I'll find you, coward!
I'll root all of you out.
I'll just borrow this horse and get out of here. So there was a question last stream about the red bar with the helmets down in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. That is the bounty meter. When you do things that are naughty, like, you know, killing someone in the middle of the street like we just did, you start accruing bounties on your head. The more you do that's wrong, the more you accrue, and each helmet represents a bounty hunter which is chasing you, as another mercenary. You can solve bounties by waiting them out, you can solve them by paying them off, or you can solve them by tracking down the sponsor, who is right here in this case, and killing off the sponsor.
Move.
Sponsor for a bounty is going to be a soldier somewhere relatively nearby, but usually not immediately right near you.
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
So, that particular soldier is the one who's got the bounty on us.
Now!
See? No more bounty. Okay, so to do the Daughters of Artemis, we need to head back to Phokis. Everyone enjoying the stream so far tonight? I hope. Excellent. Oh, there's a side quest here, based on one of the decisions we made.
Anything a mercenary can do for you today, healer?
I heard you hate bald people.
What?
It's okay. I hate bald people too. That Hippocrates is one ugly malakas.
Bald or not, Hippocrates is a nice man. I don't think he should be judged on his hair loss.
It doesn't matter if he's nice. He just shouldn't be bald. I have a cure, though, and it isn't herbs.
And what is that?
Hippocrates' ugly bald pate has given me inspiration. Do you know what makes a good substitute for hair? Bear hair! If all the bears around here were to drop dead, I may cure this world of baldness.
You want me to find and slay all the bears?
Yes, all of them must be gutted. Do you accept?
Okay, you're crazy,
All
but
right.
sure.
I'll
Drachme
do
is
it.
Drachme.
Thank you, Miss Dios.
You can leave everything to me.
Where's that taking? Oh. Other side of town. Okay, fine. And let's see if I can make it through Pilgrim's Landing without running anybody over, trampling them underfoot, or under hoof. It is harder than you would think.
Easy. Come on.
Easy Drachme is easy Drachme. Yeah, it was.
You're back. Have you killed them?
I took care of them. Every last one.
Great work, Miss Dios. You've earned your drachmi.
I always finish what I've started. Much cooler now without the sun.
So the Daughters of Artemis are one of several different non-aligned factions in the game. There's them, there's the Followers of Ares, who are a sort of always chaotic, evil, cannibalistic cult worshipping the god of war. And then there's just the run-of-the-mill bandits and pirates. If you complete this particular quest line to its completion, or if you run it all the way to completion and you make the correct choice at the end of it, you can actually have the Daughters of Artemis go from attacking you on sight to being neutral towards you. If you haven't done the quest line all the way through, or if you make the wrong choice, then they just keep
What
attacking
are you doing
you.
here? This is sacred ground. You should not be here. Well, either leave or tell me what you want. Who are you? Amestios. I'm not here to start trouble, but if that's what you want, I'll end it. Your name? I'm Cassandra. Some called me the Eagle Bearer. I am Daphne, leader of the Daughters of Artemis. And you are maybe exactly who I've been looking for. And who would that be? A warrior, a hunter, one who straddles our world and the gods. One who will meet my challenge. When you put it like that, how could I not accept? There's a boar not too far from here. Kill it, then bring me its pelt. You want me to kill a pig? This is no ordinary boar. Let's see if you are worthy of my challenge. Kill it, and bring me the pelt. I'll be waiting, with your reward.
So, interesting fact. Historically speaking, if you look at tales like St. George and the Dragon, where you have a knight going off to slay a dragon, and you trace the etymology, or not etymology, if you trace the history of those back to as far as you possibly can to the point where the story originated. In most cases, you get back far enough and they stop being about a knight or adventurer who's been slaying a dragon and are instead about someone who is hunting a boar. Going boar hunting tended to have a very, very high fatality rate among the participants up until the point when firearms were invented and used. And even then, it continued to be a very dangerous endeavor.
That's a big pig.
It is a big pig. I am also going to quick save before this, because there is absolutely no guarantee I'm going to be successful in this fight. So usually in a boss fight like this, you'd be tempted to, stay off to the side and shoot at it from somewhere safe. You can't do that in this game. It won't let you. These are not easy fights, in case that was not clear.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
Let's see. We'll start this out on horseback, I think. That might have been a mistake. Just goes to show, even I get my ass handed to me sometimes in these games.
I should be careful. High security here.
Okay, that was just embarrassing. And hilarious.
They'll keep a sharp watch here.
That's bad. So There is an armor set, which I'm not using for this fight, where you can get it up to where you are completely immune to melee damage, which, if I was using that in this would be trivial, because I just stand there and wail on the thing and ignore it. But, you know, that's not exactly fun. Or at least, that's not very interesting to watch. There we go.
I should get this pelt back to Daphne at the temple.
Success!
Did you get lost?
Here, I killed your piggy for you.
You are skilled. Of that there is no doubt.
You'll flirt with her.
I have plenty of talents. Of that, you can be sure.
Oh, is that so? Well, I look forward to putting them all to the test.
Oh? And what did you have in mind?
Many things. But first, to business. There are beasts that roam this world, but are not fully of it. They've been placed here by the gods as trials, as tests.
Neither god nor mortal has stopped me so far from achieving my destiny.
We will see.
What exactly do you want me to do?
I want you to prove your worth in the eyes of Artemis, and hunt these creatures.
I don't need to prove my worth to anyone. Just tell me what's the reward.
With each pelt you return, I will grant you a boon from Artemis. If you are able to slay all the beasts, well, let's say your relationship with the daughters of Artemis will be forever changed.
All right, I'll do it. Now, just how many of these animals are there?
Artemis has laid out 8 trials, and you have already started the journey. Hunt down those that remain.
How will I recognize the creatures?
Oh, you'll know. Bring the pelts to me. I'll await your return with my sisters, the daughters of Artemis. I hope you don't make me wait too long to see your face again.
So, there's Callisto the Bear and Arcadia, the Erymanthian Boar in Elise, the Hind of Carnia, the Cretan Bull, the Krakatos Hyena, I'm not sure, the Lycaon Wolf, and the Nemean Lion. Who happens to be in Argolis, not too far from where we were running around earlier. So the armor set that I'm using at the moment is one which I have set up specifically for doing large amounts of crit damage and hunter ranged damage. So good for fighting large wild beasts who would just simply slaughter me if they get close enough to hit me. As we saw, what, 3 times there? 3 times? 4 times? The Nemean lion is an Argolis that roams in the center of the sinkhole of Heracles, and maybe it's at that question mark. So you see the sinkhole there, you would think that it would be a nice easy fight to just, you know, stand up on the edge of the sinkhole
Of beasts.
and snipe at it. Yeah, the game doesn't let you do that. I should restock my death arrows. They're better than normal arrows, do more damage.
Come on. I don't want to be spotted here.
So, you see, I shoot at it and nothing happens. Most of these are what you might call flunky bosses, in that they've got other animals with them. Those animals are not immune to damage from the edges. But, you know, as much as I go and work on picking them off ahead of time, more will show up. And because it's in the bottom of a sinkhole, I can't ride Phobos down there. Somewhere around here. There it is. There's a cave with a chest in it. We've not been to Arcadia yet. At least we've not been to we've not been there. Not been to Crete. Not been to Kithra. We've not been to Lacania. Yep. Okay. So the other ones we're going to wind up waiting on because we just simply have not been to those locations yet. I knew that the Nemean Lion was here in Argos. But we might go and fight the Cyclops next. That interest, folks? Going after the Cyclops? As in, like, the Cyclops that Odysseus fought?
Beast Slayer, I'm glad to see you. Daphne, I didn't think you would be. The path I set you on is fraught with danger. You could have been killed, or given up. No danger could have kept me from seeing you again. Maybe you're getting ahead of yourself. Maybe. The Nemean lion's pelt. Magnificent. As is its hunter. Strength is powerless in the face of beauty. Even Heracles fell to its sway. You slay me as easily with your words as your weapons do these beasts. You haven't seen anything yet.
Okay, if we're gonna be fighting... Let's see... use that next time, because that'll be helpful. It's been a while since I did one of these boss fights, so I don't have the equipment just automatically at hand of, oh, use this. What's my crit chance? My crit chance. Okay, so I do in fact need. So I'm trying to make sure that I've got crit chance while at full health at least 100%. Because that'll mean that I'm doing several hundred times as much damage with every attack. So that'll multiply this significantly. So we'll be fighting Steropes. So, if you remember from Homer's Odyssey, Odysseus, after leaving Troy after the end of the Trojan War, he's on his way home to Ithaca, and the first of the several stops that he makes, well, the many stops that he makes, because it takes him 10 years to get home, is at the I forget what island it is. I don't think it's I don't think it's Andros, but he stops at the island with the Cyclops and finds in the cave he and his men find a flock of sheep or goats or livestock, and nobody home. Then the Cyclops turns up and traps them in. So he has his men ride out under the belly of the animals. And they almost make a clean getaway, but Odysseus lets his fatal flaw of his pride get in the way, and so he blinds the Cyclops, and Cyclops is is crying out in pain, "Who did this to me? Who did this to me?" "I'm nobody," says Odysseus. So Cyclops is initially thinking that, you know, nobody did this, which doesn't help anything. The Cyclops' father being Poseidon. But as they're on their way away, Odysseus calls back that he was not in fact nobody, but was Odysseus, which meant that the Cyclops knew who had attacked him and could tell his father Poseidon, who proceeded to take revenge on Odysseus over the following 10 years and make it absolutely miserable for him to get home. So that's where we get the name for the Bay of Nobody.
There he is.
Don't want to be hit by that club. Or his water attack. As I said, we really don't want to be hit by him. That's on autocraft. to spend that ability point on. Not this second. Here we go. Maybe it won't actually help. Okay, you are dead. No kidding. Okay, what am I getting stuck on there? I'd be kind of irritated if someone a third my size kept shooting poison arrows into my face. And that's the end of him. We can go after the Chimera, who is also an Andros.
Off we go now.
That's a lion.
Let's go.
I would just as soon not be lunch, thank you. So much so that I'm going to ride right off of a cliff. It's real smooth there, Moscow. Real smooth. And my situation has not improved. Yeah, the big guy really sucked at guard duty there.
Out, down, legs out!
Can anyone hear me? Help! Freedom! This will not be forgotten, friends!
I can't believe I'm free.
Up
Of course, I've gotten them out of the cages, but not gotten them off the island. Yeah, that probably hurt a lot.
I'm coming for all of you.
Let's see, what next? I don't really want to get started on Island of Misfortune at this point with half an hour left in the stream. Save that for next time. Let's see, what else have we got? That's a whole quest line. We could wander over to Megaris and Salamis and take care of these two cultists. How does that sound? Clean out the port of Nicaea. Or should I go looking for side quests like the citizenship test or one of the other various and sundry ones that surround? Oh, we could go back to Corinth and help Alcibiades. Well, let's do that. Back where we were at the start of the stream.
Nice view.
It just got a lot nicer. I was hoping to see you again.
Alcibiades, what are you doing outside of Athens?
Someone like me is always on the move. I've docked my ship in every port.
I'm sure you have.
If you're here for more than the view, I have a task for you. It is crucial this package gets to its proper recipient. It's not for me, but a man named Theodoros.
I'll help. But it's only that little box?
One should never judge something by its size, you know. A small thing may very well make a huge impact.
You said this package isn't from you.
Why do you have it then?
It simply came into my hands, that's all. The Odoros asked for my help, like I'm asking for yours now.
Why can't this Theodoros deliver it himself?
You're a curious one, aren't you? Some questions don't have answers. Sometimes things just are.
Sometimes you just don't tell us.
You've traveled a lot. What's your favorite place to go?
Oh, a personal question. Interesting. The world is filled with beautiful places. To pick my favorite would be like picking my favorite Etera. I could do it, but the answer changes based on my mood.
All right. Who am I giving the package to?
There's a man named Vardas near the Corinthian military fort. He's one of their stronger assets.
And I just tell him it's from you.
No, from the Odoros. Don't forget, the Odoros.
Of course, certainly he's telling us everything. He wouldn't possibly leave anything out. What is... doing in the Acrocorinth? I guess it decided to help itself to that offering. Well, we can't very well just march right in the front door to a military fort.
They won't ask any questions. Let's keep out of sight.
And as always, anytime I go into a fort, for any reason, the first thing I do is set a trap at the alert beacon.
Ah! Gods, it burns!
And preferably not set myself on fire.
You're the Mystios I sent for. What do you want?
This is for you.
Give it here. Is this some kind of joke? This is a cast of someone's dick. What's this engraving? This is for your wife, Thalia, for when she starts to miss me. Tell me now, who said this?
Do you know a man named Theodoros?
Theodoros? He'll pay for this with his life. I'll destroy his men. I'll destroy his ship. He'll regret ever touching Thalia.
I was just starting to miss you. I hope you delivered the, package?
Vardas threatened to kill the others when I told him. I also wasn't expecting the package to be... well, that.
It was a nice surprise, wasn't it? I can make another one for you too, if you like.
Another one? You...
It was mine, yes. It looked good, didn't it? I needed to get the Odoros out of the way, and now he will be. I impress myself sometimes.
Whatever you say.
Why don't we let our bodies do the talking? Surely you had thoughts of it as well when you saw the cast of me?
Here? Before the gods?
Let's make an offering.
Why not?
I'd like to see the gods stop us.
I have a feeling they prefer to watch.
It is the Temple of Aphrodite, goddess of love.
I'd say we gave the gods a good show.
Ha! I couldn't agree more. I'd love an encore soon.
Okay, let's see. What next? I'll head up and deal with the cultists.
Off we go now.
So the first of the two cultists we're going to be dealing with is Sotera, who's a member of the Eyes of Cosmos, their spy branch. She is located in the port of Nicaea, which is one of the ports that we would eventually need to go and do the objectives to, so we'll go ahead and do that too.
I should be extra careful in this area.
And as always, it is easier to do this at night. Harder to be detected, do more damage, all that fun stuff. Polemarchs were commanders among the Greeks. In this case, that was the fort commander. Of course, nobody notices flaming arrows shooting over the fort. And we'll just head over to Salamis to get Bryce.
I should stay in shallow waters in this boat.
This fellow. Might be worth recruiting. Can always use more lieutenants for the Adrestia, especially ones with decent skills. I'm assuming he doesn't die from fall damage there. Oh well, I guess he died from fall damage. Time to find somewhere to stow the body. Not that many convenient bushes in a marble quarry. Well, that seems like a reasonable stopping point to wrap up. Next time, we will tackle the Island of Misfortune Pirate Hospitality quest line, which will take us over to the Island of Chaos. But that's a long enough quest line that we're not going to start that this evening. Anyone have any questions before I wrap it for the night? I hope people have been enjoying things. Well, then if that's all people have, then I think I'll go ahead and wrap this. And tentatively, I've got a stream scheduled for next Tuesday evening, but I can always do something earlier if people want, and I will keep people informed. Also, as a bit of housekeeping, I'm working on getting previous streams cross-loaded to moscow0889 YouTube channel. It's not live just yet, but hopefully it will be in relatively short order the next handful of days. So once that's up, you'll be able to check out the streams, including all of the archived Assassin's Creed Odyssey streams from this particular playthrough. And I will keep people apprised of that. So, once again, thank you for watching, and if you're not a follower of the channel, don't forget to follow if you have enjoyed what you've seen, and I hope to see you next time. So, thank you very much. Have a good evening, folks.